Hello, this is Evangelist Dr. Robert L. McKim Sr. from Carrollton, Ohio. First off, let me tell you that from the video I did when I was up there in Canton Monday, the woman from Thailand had made some very disturbing comments on my Facebook about the video. And she, of course, posted the video, and she said, "Blame everyone but yourself, McKim. Hopefully the health department will come and evict you from the squalor and filth of the disgusting conditions in your trailer." Well, you see, it doesn't work like that. I talked to the health department here in Carrollton. They cannot evict anybody from their own home. And as far as filth and disgusting conditions that you're talking about, maybe you're talking about the ceiling there that had leaked and been repaired and leaked again, and it's too cold for anybody to go up there and fix it right now. You cannot fix a leaky roof, especially a metal roof, in the winter time. You have to wait until it warms up, like in the spring or the summer. You call yourself a doctor, and you claim to be so smart, but yet you're so dumb and stupid. Really, I don't want you to come to the United States. You need to stay away, because as far as I'm concerned, you're a terrorist. You might not be Muslim, but you're still a terrorist. Because you stated that you received a doctoral from the Harvard University John F. Kennedy School of Government, and that you are friends with the Princess of Thailand, and that you lived in the Royal Palace. I got a lot of information that you talked about.
I don't know if your audio is set too hot or not.
But something you just don't understand for some unknown reason. This is the United States of America. We eat meat and potatoes. We eat meat. We're not vegetarians, all here in the United States of America. And a lot of us are not equipped physically to be vegetarians. Or they eat soup all the time.
Well, you're all right there before.
I'm kind of familiar with a little bit of the Thai, style cooking. I watch the Food Network. I've been to some restaurants. I know a lot of it's rice and a lot of different spices and a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables. But, and, you know, How we cook here in the United States of America should be known when you're concerned.
on your radio and your mic.
And you don't have the right to say that because my mobile home is a 1972 mobile home
But cut it down to 3 at this point.
that I should be evicted or basically made to give up my home.
Okay, you're 100.
You have no authority, like you keep telling me that I have no authority. You have no authority whatsoever either. So you want to evict me from my own home? More power to you.
Go ahead.
You say improve your own personal hygiene and be quiet.
Hey, PCPKW.
You need to stop right now before you go any farther with your comments. Because one thing you need to understand, and people out there need to understand is, one, Rene has had problems ever since we lived in Scio, Ohio, in an apartment complex that was full of black mold. And I kept telling the apartment complex manager, who was also supposed to be the maintenance man, that refused to be the maintenance man. When I moved in an apartment in 2006, before Rene moved in with me, he said, "Oh, you're a man, you can fix things around here." I sure said, "No, I'm not taking your apartment if you're not going to fix nothing." The phone jack on the wall wasn't even screwed all the way in, wasn't screwed into the phone, in the plastic thing that goes in the wall, wasn't screwed in there. It was just hanging out. I had to screw it in myself. I had to get some screws and screw it in myself. And there was a phone jack in the bedroom that wasn't working right, because whoever lived there before, they put a dual jack in the living room, and basically they cut that jack off in the bedroom from working all. So, and the phone company kept saying it was the manager's place to fix it. The manager kept saying, "No, I had to get a hold of the phone company to fix it." Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Finally, I told the phone company that basically I had no phone service before they could come and fix it. The manager did not want to do nothing. And after Rene moved in with me, I think it was 2008, they put new roofing on the apartments. And then I started having black mold growing on the walls and around the windows, around the doors. Every month I had to take straight bleach to clean the walls and the windows and the door frame all the time. Once a month I had to take straight bleach, and it would come back, it would leach back through the walls again. Rene has asthma. I believe that black mold got into her system. But in the state of Ohio, there's no crime whatsoever. It's not against the law for an apartment complex to have black mold and make people sick. And in 2009, well, Christmas Eve, we was heading over to her family in Indiana, and she started getting cellulitis in her left leg and foot. I wanted to stop here in Ohio in a hospital before we got into Indiana, and she said, "No, let's keep on going, I'll be okay." She got sicker and sicker and sicker. Stopped at was it Spencer? Shelbyville, Indiana, at Major Hospital. Stopped there at the ER, and they admitted her. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, the day after, and the day after that, she finally got released, which was on a Sunday. For basically for three whole days, they had her on antibiotics, IV antibiotics, and giving her shots in her stomach to prevent blood clots. She didn't have the red scarring at that point in time. But in 2013, 13, 14, 15. By 2011, after we moved here, because we were getting a lot of spring water when we lived in Cy, Ohio, because you do not want to drink Cy, Ohio water because it was coming out black and rusty all the time you turn on the faucet. Cy water was not safe back then, probably still isn't safe today to drink. So we was getting spring water, and we're going to springs and getting spring water, and also getting store-bought water. And in 2013, after we moved here, Rene was having bouts of diarrhea. Went to Altman Stock Care, and they did stool samples on both of us. Mine came back okay. Renee's came back with giardia. And then in 2000 and like I said, 13, she got another bout of cellulitis with sepsis, and was also put in the nursing home for 2 weeks after they released her from the hospital, and then had home health care here at the home for room care. She was also going to the room center down at the Union Hospital. 2014, she got cellulitis again. Well, almost died from that because her blood pressure kept going up and down, up and down. They put her in ICU at Altman Hospital. Then she had in 2015, March of 2015, came down with cellulitis again. She was released and had room care again. And then she had this rash all over her body, and it was peeling like a sunburn. Well, we found out that it was oh, where did I put it? I saved it on the computer. Trying to remember, it was a report I put on the computer. Oh, maybe I didn't put it on the computer. Maybe it's still on the flash drive. I'm just been so overwhelmed here with people talking that don't know really what's going on. But in trying to remember what that was now that I did save. Oh well, anyhow, long story short. Rene went to the ER because she had this rash, and then what I was going to say was, it came back. Oh wait a minute, I know I didn't save it. I just copied off the paper. That's what it is. I just copied the paper off. And I have the paper here. This is what they gave Rene when she was released from the hospital. A lot of different, tests that they did on her. And in the microbiology results, she had Candida umbilicans right there in the pathology report, which after we looked it up is basically a yeast infection that you can get on your skin. So she had a yeast infection on her skin. But see, the doctor didn't tell her. Evidently, he didn't even look at the paperwork. He didn't look at the report from the hospital. Because she went to the doctor and said, I got this rash. I'm itching all over. On my back, on my shoulders, on my arms, on my legs. He said, oh, it's probably an allergic reaction to the antibiotics. So stop taking the antibiotics and I'll give you a steroid to take. I'm like, okay, what about this paper here that says she's got this? It's like he just blew it off. And so Renee's like, he also took her off her high blood pressure medication because while she was in the hospital laying down in bed, her blood pressure wasn't going high. Took her totally off of it. Well, after she started with this new doctor, she put her back on the blood pressure medication because Renee's blood pressure, when she's laying down, is fine. When she's sitting up, it's a little higher. When she's standing around, moving around, it's even higher. And her pulse goes up as well. So she put her back on the blood pressure medicine. But when it comes to this issue with Renee's infections, she doesn't really want to deal with it. She sent Rene to an infectious disease doctor. But they put her on penicillin. And then guess what? She started getting diarrhea again a lot. And then now she has E. coli. But let me go back to the time she had the skin infection. She had some open wounds too, around her eye and other places from itching. So they did a culture of those wounds, and it came back that she had staph infection. Which everybody has staph on their skin, but basically her immune system cannot fight all these infections. And they give her antibiotics to help her to fight the infections, but the antibiotics is killing all the good bacteria that you need to fight the bad bacteria. Antibiotics kill all bacteria, good and bad. So get that straight. Rene just has a low immune system from taking all the antibiotics, both intravenously, orally, in shots, from 2009 till now. That's how it works. Look it up if you don't believe me. So keep on talking, keep on talking, keep on talking, keep on talking, keep on running your mouth, keep on running your fingertips on my ministry site and my YouTube. Keep on doing it. It just goes to show how stupid you really are for being a doctor of whatever you think you are. You wanna come down all the time on me about my doctorate degrees. How about time someone comes down on you about your doctorate degrees and you're saying things that isn't true and you're making threats? Well, you're saying somebody, but you know, actually you would like to do it. And for those people who do understand what's going on, just keep us in your prayers, please. We need all the prayers that we can get. Because Rene has been emotionally strained from all this as well. And hasn't been good for her all the way around. Because she thinks the doctors don't care. And people don't care. Her family doesn't care. Because they don't understand. And they don't like how I preach. And they don't like that I preach Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. You cannot go to the kingdom of heaven without Jesus Christ. Or the kingdom of God without Jesus Christ. You cannot have the kingdom without Jesus Christ. Of course, one person in her family basically says the other person believes, but they don't. They said they don't believe. Oh well. Oh, you know, they don't believe in the teachings. They believe, but they don't believe in the. How is it that you believe in somebody, but you don't believe in their teachings? That just goes to show you really don't believe. You can't believe somebody exists, but you don't believe in what they taught. Or what they said. You can't. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it your way. It isn't your way, it isn't a Burger King faith. Have it your way faith. It's Jesus' way, God's way, or the highway. And you'll find out sooner or later. You'll find out sooner or later. We all will find out sooner or later. Well, listen, I gotta get off here. Keep us in your prayers and remember Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. No one goes to the Father but by and only through Him. God bless you. Have a blessed day.